then we can go ahead and take one more use case today. Okay, my client wants two different network in two different region. Okay, in one network, both subnets should have the internet access, but in another network, one subnet should have internet access and other subnet should not have internet access actually. Establish the network connectivity between two different network actually. Should have internet access, others are not. Internet. Okay, so that's good. So if you remember, this is the VNet we created yesterday, correct? What is this architecture is about? This VNet has some CADR 172.16.0.0, which has two subnets, subnet 1 and subnet 2, correct? Both of them are created as a public subnet only. I mean, we've created by default, we have not specified anything public or private. So by default, it became public. And if you remember this architecture, what is the difference between that one and this one? Most probably.
CIDR is different.
Okay.
The subnet 1 and subnet 2, same scenario.
Okay. One main difference is
Number of devices able to connect in each VNet.
okay. The main difference is both are two different network range actually.
Yeah.
So VNet is 172 series, class B, right? Second one is 10.10.10 series, which means slash 24. So which comes under class C, right? So this way we have divided. However, by default, they both can communicate or not.
No, they can't communicate.
They will not be able to communicate.
These are different networks.
Okay. So here the requirement is like that only. See, now my client have a two different network in two different region. Either we are keeping it in different region or same region, no matter. But we have a two network now. One network, right? Both subnet has internet access. Another subnet, first one, web has internet, database does not have internet. Okay. Now we need to establish the connectivity between these two network. So we are in the need of establishing the connectivity between these two VNet. So how can we do that? Since basically they both of them belongs to a totally a different network range. Yeah. So how can we establish the communication?
We can peer the connectivity.
How?
VNet peering.
VNet peering. Very good. Yeah, there is a concept called the peering available in VNet. So using that, right, we'll be able to make sure two different VPs should be able to communicate, even though they are in different range, private, public, whatever, doesn't matter. So they both can start communicate. Okay, that's what we are going to perform it today and implement it today in the Azure account. So how are we going to do that? Okay, like that, we are going to make a peering. Okay, So first of all, what I'm going to do, I'm going to implement these two VNet in our console because whatever we created yesterday, those got deleted. We go to virtual network, only our production resources exist, remaining got deleted. So let me go ahead, create the VNet. So the range is 172.16.00/16, correct? You go to subnet, you need to create a subnet. By default, one subnet present. Okay, that's correct. Make it like a subnet one. I will make this like a subnet. Okay, we created a two subnets right now. I don't know, the name is not updating. Anyway, we created a two subnets in this VNet. Straight away, I'll go to create one more VNet. previous VNet. So this should be like 10.10.10.0/24. Okay. So what happens is we created the second VNet. We'll go and we'll add the subnets now. Okay. Let me click on add subnet. So this is my web subnet. Okay, here one important point all of you need to know, put your more concentration. Web is my public subnet or private subnet?
Public
Public
subnet.
subnet.
Now database subnet we are going to create. So database should be public or private?
Private.
Okay, we'll update the name. Sounding range would be 10.10.10.128/25. Okay, if we come there, if you want to make a private subnet, yesterday we discussed, right? Enable this option, so it becomes private. Make sense?
Okay.
Click on add.
Hari.
Yep.
Hari, which means subnet by default is public, right? Or private?
Yeah. So we created two subnets now. Okay. So I think almost
Harry, one doubt. Yesterday we did blocking the public access for the server level, right? Not
yes.
on the subnet level. Today we are doing it in a subnet level.
Yes. So there are two
Okay.
concepts available in Azure. Okay. Literally three concepts available in Azure. First one, when you have a subnet, if you are created, okay, if you are created two subnets, one you are manually going to manage the accessibility part of your server mean. While creating a server, you can disable the public IP. That's what I have shown yesterday. Okay. So by disabling it, obviously you will not be able to connect to that server publicly. Okay. Second thing, while creating a subnet, if we enable the private option, the subnet became private.
Private.
So you have to be worried about disabling in your individual server level.
So the VM which is associated to the private subnet doesn't have a internet access.
Yeah, that is what private means.
Okay.
Third one, you can create a subnet while you create a network security group. You remember NSG. Over there, you can go and disable manually inbound and outbound.
Okay.
Which you don't want to provide me, that also manual option. Out of three, you can use anything, but most standardly, people will use this enabling the private option. Easiest one.
Okay.
I think we have implemented this, I believe, except peering, rest all done, correct? This VNet also we created. This VNet also created. Each has
two subnets.
Two subnets. Yeah, correct. Now what we will do, we will create one instance of each. Correct. So write the VNet. Another one is 𝗬s. Okay, high-tech VNet, 𝗬s VNet. Okay. So now I'm going to create one server, VM1 maybe. Let's see what is the IP we will get. Most probably we'll get something in the series of 172.16 only. We know that. If we create a one VM here, we should be able to get anything, something related to this series only. Correct? We'll create one VM each. VM1. So VM creation is progress. Okay. So let's create another VM. VM2. So yeah, I'm creating the second VM. Okay. So we'll go to resource. Private IP. Okay. We do have a public IP as well. So that's for connecting to that VM. You copy VM1 data. Okay. So this is our VM setup currently. So I'll log into that this VM first. So what is the username? Root admin. Welcome at 123. Okay. So we are able to log into that VM. Right now we logged in the VM1. Stop me if you are, feel like confusing, because sequentially we are doing multiple activity, right? So once you log into this VM, just open the command prompt. I'll just show you. Okay. 172.16.1.4. 172.16.1.4. Okay. Now, so what are we going to do? We are going to communicate this 10.10.10.4 VM inside of this machine actually. Okay, by default it will communicate or no?
No, it won't communicate.
It don't
No,
communicate
not
because that series is 172, this series is 10. That is class B, this is class C. So the expected behavior only we will end up with error message now. Okay. Now what we can do, we are going to establish the peering now between these two VNets. Okay. Go to the console, go to the
VNet.
virtual networks. Okay, if you select on any one of these VNet, yes, scroll down. There is something called peerings here. You're able to see there is an option called peerings. Click on it. Okay, we are going to add the peering now. Click on add peering. Okay, peering name, it's asking. So it should be peering with my TVS VNet. Okay, so select your VNet. So your TVS VNet is showing here automatically. Okay. Also, one more VNet is showing. That's my production VNet. You can ignore this. High-tech VNet is the present one. So let me select VNet. We'll give clear name. HT and
HT.
okay, and the TVS VNet peering. Just for our easy remembering purpose only. Okay. So it has some default setting. Allow virtual network peering. Allow TVS VNet to access VNet. Yeah, that's what we need. We want to allow TVS to access my high-tech VNet resources. So allow TVS to receive forward traffic from VNet. So do you want to forward every traffic from the high-tech VNet? Not required. That's not our case. Allow gateway or route server TVS VNet to forward traffic to. So we don't want to forward anything. Correct? We just want to allow the communication between these through network. I don't want to forward any other communication. So I'm not selecting other things. Again, by default, these options also not enabled by default. Okay, so you can go with the default setting. So mostly we never require to enable because we have a two individual VNets. Our intention is to make the communication between these two VNets. Nobody wants to forward anything here in middle. Okay. So local virtual network summary. Same name I'm giving. Nothing. I just wanted to enable the access. No one wants to forward it. Okay. So here our forwards are asking from high-tech VNet. Here all forwards are asking from TVS VNet. Okay? Nobody wants to forward anything. Just wants to enable the communication. Okay. Click on add. So peering going to enable for both VNets now. Okay. Pairing has enabled. Okay. Something looks like disabled. We'll go there and we'll check through. This is currently we are in high-tech VNet. Let me open VNet in new tab. Let me open this one, TVS VNet in new tab. Go to TVS VNet, go to peering.
There should be one entry.
Yes. Okay, here, fully synchronized, connected status it's showing. Okay. So we don't want to worry about it. Anytime you wanted to enable the setting, by select and enable it. Okay, it's up to you. Fine. Now looks like both peerings are enabled. Okay. Now what I'll do, I'll go inside of this VM. Last time it was throws error, right? Now I'll try to connect. Okay, it's asking for the username and password. Last time not even prompted for the credential. Now it's prompting for the credential. Remote inside another remote, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so this is possible because of our peering. Okay, so now we are able to take the RDP remote. That's fine. It's working. You all agree the connections is established from your local 172.16.1.4 to 10.10.10.4.
Yes.
Now let's try to ping. If it is ping, it will work or not.
It won't work by default in server
If it is
cases.
not working, if it is not working by default, if anyone knows the answer, don't reveal now. Let's people will find out on offline. Okay, what need to be done? Okay, fine. So let us try to ping. Okay, the expected behavior. Ping is not working. It's requested timed out. But connection is established. Connection established in terms of RDP, connection is established, but the ping is not working. So what you guys do as a task, what you guys need to do as a task, create a VNet peering in your account. Okay, create VNet peering in your account. And instead of doing RDP, I explained to you how to take. You guys need to find out how to enable the ping. Just to share the ping screenshot in the group. That is the task. Make sense?
Okay.
Okay.
What I'll do, I'll share screen shot of ping response. Ping response after VNet peering. So far, Lokesh completed most of the task. I think he ignored because he might know the Linux basics already. Pavan also completed most. Arjun also completed the most. Yeah, Thiru Ramesh. What about you?
I have not updated. I will update it, Lokesh.
Hari, I will complete the task by weekends, Hari.
Okay. Chaitanya, I think Chaitanya, your name itself not there.
I have completed all this.
Okay, if it is completed, just update here. I updated your name, just update here, okay?
Sure, sure.
Okay. Apart from that, right? So one more thing I need to share. Yeah, I'll share at the end of the session. Okay, cool. So this is something called the VNet peering, guys, for today.